Professor Chukwuma Soludo is a necessary evil because he propelled a collective demon inside every one of us here. Without Chukwuma Soludo, we won't be here. Demons, and that is why we are here. Now, when you hear about the word demon, what comes to your subconsciousness or your conscious mind will be an evil spirit? Because I myself, and including everybody in here, are all products of colonialism and indoctrination. But when the Greeks came to the African soil, the Kemet, the Manipeja Polia Kemet, a conglomerate of the black civilization. When they came here to study, they met Orumila, they met Imhotep, they met Akhenaten, and they met everybody there, including the priests. Now, when you hear about the word Greek civilization, I call it a misnomer. Give it a misnomer. Ever about the there is nothing like the word Greek civilization. If there were African civilization, which is the cradle of human civilization. And again, when you hear about the word demon, when the Greeks came to Africa to study, particularly Socrates, he learned from the best. He learned from what I call the primus inter pares, the best among the equals. And they taught him about the concept of the word demon. And who is a demon? Give me a demon. When you study the etymology of the word demon, which is in Mologo, it talks about what diamond. Give me diamond, a divine spark, a guardian angel, a divine spark inside of you that guides your existentialism, that guides you towards achieving your divine purpose. That demon in you will take you to that your compass back. So why did I say that Professor Chukwuma Soludo is a necessary evil? Because he propelled a collective demon inside every one of us here. Without Chukwuma Soludo, we won't be here. I told my brother that directly and indirectly are the ancestors and the cosmos is using him. Oh, yes, so we came here today because the lunatic took over the asylum. Everybody, I am asking about the Nana. Charlatans hijacked the Nana and began to preach the gospel of Mammon, the gospel of materialism. And those philosophy contradicts what I call the central philosophy of the Igbo enterprise, Kaina Ikenga. Now, when those lunatics took over the asylum, I am asking about Ordinana. Ordinana was painted a bad image, first by the colonial government, secondly by the church, thirdly by even the so-called Indians. We are here because of the awakening, because this awakening is a global phenomenon. When you travel to all corners of the world, every corner of Africa, you will see people preaching about going back to the roots, going back to the roots. And the question becomes, what roots are we going back to? Are we going back to romanticize the past? Are we going back to the primitive era? No. When we talk about going back to the roots or to the Igbo consciousness, what I call the Igbo epistemology, we are talking about embracing the totality of the Igbo knowledge system. I stand here to be corrected. Ordinana is built on three foundational pillars: self-preservation, self-mastery, and self-actualization. The tripod of balance. Any pastor or any man of God or any wine that preaches contrary to this three philosophy, what is self-preservation? Self-preservation tells you about knowing who you are, preserving your identity, preserving your culture. Where one of us in the book about Chukwuma Soludo, she said something very vital here about this Asusibo, because Asusibo better the Igbo Ordinana. Now, if you want to dissect any culture, we have two aspects of every culture in the world. Number one is your spirituality. Number one is your language. And these two elements have been under attack for donkey years. So the essence of this seminar the essence of this conference is to redefine the concept of ordinana. I made a very simple definition last year that ordinana is the ancestral worldview that embodies the natural law, the spiritual science, the moral code, and the cosmic order. It is that philosophy that governs life, culture, and relationship between man and the divine. So if you understand the nucleus of this definition, it can matter na any level again ordinana. Because ordinana predates every human on earth. Ordinana talks about the natural law. Every philosophy bows down to ordinana. Ordinana goes beyond the ego war. Ego war is just an integral aspect of ordinana. Ordinana is a big faculty. Ordinana is a big masquerade. We have different facets of ordinana. So when we talk about self-preservation is even in Ubuntu philosophy. Onaya na one day, you are because I am. For us to actualize this mission, we must collectively preserve the identity of the Igbo race, because that identity is on deadline. We must come together. If I would preach you, either on social media, now I pull down syndrome, now I call on opening even in our distraction. The essence of ordinana is to preserve yourself, because once you preserve yourself, you begin to master yourself. Once you master yourself, you will come to that root of what I call what? Actualization.